Language for Learning is a student instructional text to support vocabulary instruction and to extend reading and writing in the classroom. The academic vocabulary and domain-specific vocabulary cited in the Common Core standards are a focus for students to expand their vocabulary usage as they communicate about the world around them. The text is built around full-color, high-interest lessons. Each lesson builds vocabulary knowledge acquisition with multiple strategies for understanding. Students share their background knowledge, they are then introduced to strategies, and they make connections through interactive activities. The core standards are supported with the focus on instruction of academic and domain-specific vocabulary. There are also opportunities for extending reading to writing with multiple quick writes. Each purchase of the Language for Learning includes an audio CD that orally reads passages and vocabulary terms to students that struggle with language or need scaffold support and repeated exposure. Assessment options abound with the pre- and post-test, as well as vocabulary activities and reviews for formative assessment. Teachers may also use performance tasks and discussion activities as a formative assessment for students as they become empowered with the new terms they are learning. The student book allows for multiple opportunities for reading, writing, speaking and listening, and language. It complements the core instruction as students practice their content area domain-specific vocabulary. Lessons contain modeled instruction and encourage group discussion. There are 5 science passages and 5 social studies passages in each of the grade level text. Study skills for reading nonfiction are found throughout the text, and there are 2 formal assessments along with a mid-book review. Of course, there's a handy use glossary for all your academic vocabulary at the back of the book as well for students. Here you will view a program overview from the Teacher's Guide. The program overview begins with the lesson instruction, then practice with content area words, as well as connections to the student's understanding. Next, there are interesting facts about the topic and vocabulary for students to use to extend and write to expand their thinking. There are sections on academic vocabulary as well as lessons on study skills. Finally, as mentioned, that CD reads the passages and those vocabulary words perfect for our ELL students. From the program overview, you were able to view the intense instruction contained within this book. There is additional information within the teacher guide for the program. Each lesson has instructional support and key information targeting ELL students. There are performance tasks, vocabulary activities, and lesson summaries. Collaboration and communication are key concepts for the core standards, and this text allows for both in discussion prompts initiated by the teacher, and students will be working in pairs to put their vocabulary knowledge to work. Graphic organizers are used throughout the text so students can unpack and organize their thinking. Of course, the pre-test, post-test, and mid-book review is perfect to monitor progress as students begin and extend their vocabulary acquisition. Here is an example of the table of contents for one of the Language for Learning books. You can view it and note the areas that the program discusses. Note the added blackline masters in the back of the text. All great tools for vocabulary success. Language for Learning for grades 3 through 8 is a simple program to implement, but will share complex strategies for students to utilize content literacy. Students gain a deeper understanding of what they read as they apply strategies for word acquisition. This program is for all students as they think about content area reading and the academic vocabulary so important for them to master. It is great for classroom support in the ELA program or for an after-school or summer school program. RTI groups will gain extra support in building key foundational skills as well. Language for Learning provides language for literacy.